I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, central Scotland. So today I am here to make a box for this card that we made the other day. I don't know why I've got that here. That's not going to be used. So hi Valerie, thank you for coming in. If you just bear with me as usual till I just get myself gathered here. Let's see, I'm meant to have a pencil. Yeah, I've got one. I need a pencil and I need to find myself on YouTube. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you finally sold the house. Congratulations. Did you use...
Hey Joanna! Thanks for joining me. Glad to hear that you're safely home again. Quite like to know everyone's in their rightful place. Hey Pip! Nice to see you again today. Is it your tomorrow now? Okay, so right. So we made this white on white card the other day and I did promise... Hi Claire, in you come. I did promise that I would make a box so that you could post it. Or whoever, or even I can post it. Now there's two ideas I've got. It could be, obviously I'm going to fold it so that it's going in a box this sort of size. But we could do a pizza style box or we can do a box with a lid. So if we've got time, we'll do both. So I have some thick white card because I thought we'll just stick with the theme. And a few people have asked me, how do you work out, you know, how do you get the box the right size for the item that you're going to put in it? Oh, hi Lynn, hi Karen, in you come everyone. The fire's on, it's wet and horrible outside, but come away in and get dry. Hang your coat. It will get dry before you go. Yeah, so this is a bit pingy. But what I've put this over 2 inches so that we can work with that. And I should have had a ruler out as well just to help me, yeah. So what I want to know first when I'm going to make a box is the dimensions that it needs to be. So I just used my grid pad. Now I'm going to tell you, I did this actually, I tried to work this out the other day and I wrote it down and I must have ripped it up and put it in the bin. So I was sitting watching Ruth and doing some calculations. So I want this box to be slightly bigger than my card. I don't want to have to kind of, you know, really force it in. So I'm going to just go for the next 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going for 3 1/4 and 6 1/4. Alright, so we'll just write that up here. 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. That's the flat dimension. And then obviously it's got quite a bit of thickness, you know, without sort of forcing it to be closed. 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, it's just been a mess on my desk today, but I've done a lot. I've designed a class. I designed a technique class for me. I've printed off things for my cards. What else have I done? Quite a lot of bits and pieces. And yeah, and had a chat with a couple of friends, so I've done okay. Right, so 3/4 of an inch is that. So if I was doing, say, a pizza style box, I would want the size of my card, plus I would need the 3/4 of an inch there. I need another 3/4 there, another, forgive me for my gorgeous drawing. I could draw it out with a ruler, but I'm just... And then So that it's 6 1/4 that way, and that's 3/4, and that's 3/4 that way. So that equals 6 1/4 plus 1 1/2. Was that 7 3/4? Tell me if I'm wrong. And then we've got 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4, and it's 3 1/4 that way and 3 1/4 that way. So we need 3 1/4 plus 3 1/4 plus that's 1 1/2, 2 1/4. Are you watching my maths for me, somebody? Because, do you know, this could go horribly wrong. So that's 3, 6, 9, and 3. No, it's not. That's 3, 6, 8, and 3/4. Is that right? Does that work? Ah, well, here we go. First of all, you need a trimmer, Janice, and you need to cut your paper to 8 3/4 by 7 3/4. Now, this paper is only, what, 8 1/4, isn't it? Something like that. So we need to do the 8 3/4 this way. But we'll find out if my measurements are all right, because it'll all go wrong if they're not. So this is the pizza style one I'm doing. Hi Karen, you should have been on a minute or two ago because I'm doing maths and I'm working out a box. And Karen of Corrie Paper Crafts is my upline, and she is the business when you need 3D items. 8 3/4 by 7 3/4. I'm trying to fly alone here. I might go wrong. I might need you to help me rescue. Because I've done inches because I find inches. Well, we're making a box for this card that I made the other day. I think you came on when I was doing this one. So we need a box. So I'm trying pizza style first. That doesn't look right, girls. Does it? That's not 3/4 of an inch either side. So something's wrong with my maths. Six 1/4 plus 3/4. No, 6 1/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4 should be 7 3/4. Yeah, because I've cut it to 6 3/4. Does no one see that? You're not watching me. You need to pay attention to me or I'll do things wrong. Now watch me this time. Shout at me if I get it wrong. I need 8 3/4 by 7 3/4. Is that right? Right, 8 3/4. You're watching, Joanna, are you? Right, you're keeping an eye on me. Right, this time it needs to be 7 3/4, not 6 3/4. 7 3/4. That might work. Okay. They're there. That's my workings out there. Right, so where's my score tool? Thing is, this isn't maths, this is just arithmetic. Yeah, the width of the card is 3 1/4, Karen, and I'm doing 3/4 inch sides, and I'm just doing a pizza style. So I should have written my score up. Let's just write this down. So on the long side, score at 3/4 of an inch, and then 7 inches, because that's 3/4 plus 6 1/4. Is that right? And my pencil's decided, oh no it hasn't, I just don't know how to work it. And then that can't be right. 3/4 and then 7. That's right, that's all that you need to score on that one. That's on the short side. On the long side, score at 3/4, and then you add 3 1/4, so that's 4, and then it must be 4 3/4, and then I'm going to add 3 1/4 to that, so that is 5 8, and that works out. Okay, I'm going to take that off there so that I'll be able to read it when I'm scoring. Right, so on the short side, find your score tool, where'd it go? Score at 3/4 of an inch, so there's 3/4, and at 7. Please work, please work. Then on the long side, score at 3/4 of an inch. Oops. But you have to kind of commit. If you start dallying, it goes wrong there. And then 4. See? 4 3/4 and 8. See, easy peasy. Now with theory, well, that should fit. Yeah, that'll fit in there. Okay. And then just fold and burnish. All your score lines, and that's that bit. Now the thinking cap has to go on again. Right, let's take some nice sharp snips. Now, yeah, so I'm going to snip up to the first score line. One, two, three. Now sometimes I do the lid the other way just because I remember that's the lid. So you can cut them all in the tabs all in the same direction if you wish. But for me that sometimes just reminds me that's my lid and this bit is my base. So I'm just going to wedge these bits. Just cut a wee wedge out. Just makes for a neater finish. And then this, we'll do this one this way. Just take your time and take a wee thin wedge out of each of your tabs. Now I'm going to give some of you the cringe because I'm going to stick this together with wet glue. You can use double-sided tape, you can use your Seal or your Seal Plus, whatever adhesive works for you. But my seal is empty and so is my Seal Plus, so that kind of narrows my choices. And let's see if this glue works. I've got a few on the go again. Obviously you can decorate this before you put it together. Oh, Janice. Oh great, been using glue all day and it's been working fine. Minute, switch on my camera. I'm not going to put the glue on those ones, I'll just do these 4 just now. And see there's that bit, no, right, oops. Now just take your time. Take each corner individually, hold it together and give it a moment to grab. No, I don't know, I've done something not quite right here, but we'll just ignore the fact that it's not quite right and just go with it. I think I haven't cut far enough into that score, but I'm just going to go with it and not overthink it. Right, and then this is just going to be round like that, and then we'll have a box that our card should fit in. So what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glue on there, not a lot because you don't want it squelching out everywhere. And then with the lid where it's going to be over the top of the base, stick that down. Just wait till it grabs. You could attempt to do them both at the same time, but yeah, you can tidy it up. You're right, Karen. And there you have a pizza style box. Now I still have some circle punches hanging about here. I've got the little tiny one. Some of these are retired, but if you've still got, have I got the, that's too big. My 3/4 inch one here, I think. If you've got a circle punch at all, pop a wee thumb tab. Well, that won't work after the event, will it? But this one will. You might want to do your thumb tab if you've got a bigger circle punch. You might want to do it before you stick your box together. There you go. Now you can decorate that, you can tape it together, but you could equally put an address on there, put some clear tape around it, pop it in the post. Easy as that, easy as pie. Easy peasy. So that's that. So let's have a go at making a box with a lid as well. Do you want me to do that? The maths for that are harder because we start talking 1/16 of an inch. So do you want me to decorate this box, or shall we just make another box, another style that would do the same job? Yes, please, the other box or decorate. The other box and then, right. We're talking harder maths here though. Right, so for this, okay, well I might blow your head trying to work this out though. Right, okay, so my box is to be 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. So that's that shape. It's a rectangle. And then its sides need to be 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 and 3/4. Okay, so right, so it needs, again, this is the easy bit because this is the same as the pizza style box. It needs to be 7 3/4 by 3 1/4 plus 1 1/2. Is that right? So that's 3/4 4. Is that right? Right, 3/4 plus 3 1/4 is 4 3/4 is 4 3/4. Are we okay? That's the base. Now, for the lid, we add 1/16 to each of these measurements. Are you okay so far? So this one needs to be 7. Now 3/4 is 12/16, so it has to be 13/16. Who's in a panic already? I'll show you an easy way to do that though. 4 3/4 plus a 16th then is 4 13/16. Are you in agreement there? 3/4 is 12/16 plus 1/16 is 13/16. Okay? So that's what I need. I need 1. So we need to cut 1 and 2. So we need more card for this one, but that's okay. So I think I might be able to get it out of that bit that I wasted earlier. I couldn't be a maths teacher or an arithmetic teacher. So you got it all together. When I was at school, you got maths and arithmetic as separate subjects. I think now it's just maths, isn't it? I need that out because I won't be able to read it. I think maybe I should move my cup of tea out there. Okay, so the first one I need has to be... Now that one was 6 and something else, so we'll go this way. It needs to be 7 3/4. By 4 3/4. And I'm going to write on this because I might forget. Base. Now Karen taught me this measurement thing, so you'll see if I get this right, well, she's a good teacher. Right, so 7 13/16 is 7 3/4 plus 1/16. So see all these little wee individual bits on the inches, they're 1/16 of an inch. So basically, if you didn't want to write it down when you're making your lid, you just go 7 3/4 plus a 1/16. You are a good teacher. I might not be a good pupil. I'm very cheeky. Talk back too much, I think. Right, so that was my 7 3/4 one with a plus a 16th, and then this time 4 3/4 plus a 16th, because 13/16 is quite hard to say, isn't it? 4 3/4 plus a 16th. And that is the lid. Now we can take the trimmer away. I'm trying to go as slowly as I can as well. So what you'll see is that your lid is a tinsy weeny bit bigger than your base. And then for this one, I mean, you can play about with your measurements and have different heights and everything, but this is easy what Karen showed me. She showed me in a little wee box, but obviously this goes across. So I'm just going to score it 3/4 all the way round on both boxes, on both sides rather. 3/4, 3/4. Three-quarters, and that's the base scored. And then the lid, again, it's just 3/4 all the way round. If if you're up to with the maths, you can have a different size coming over. You could have just 1/2 inch, but you'd have to work the maths out. I just stick with this. To me, is just gives you a nice strong box. So that's the scoring for the lid. The scoreboard. I put my scoreboard under my desk when I store it, so I keep my score tool on my desk. Righty-ho. Of course, I don't even know where I've put my rubber. Oh, there's one on the pencil. It won't matter because this is just a prototype to show you anyway. Right, so again, just fold and burnish all your scores. Really not hard. It was hard before I got shown how to do it, but it's like everything in card making and paper crafting. Once you know, you know. So I hope that you will be able to translate this to whatever size of card you need a box for. Because some of our fancy folds are too thick or too highly decorated for envelopes. And a nice box to give them or post them in protects them. So that's that. Alright, so me snips. So we'll find out if it worked, won't we? So it's just cut and wedge. So it's just wedging up to the score line. So did everyone have a nice Easter? Mixed weather here in Scotland. One day it was spring, the next day it was winter. Well, Joanna, you were on the farm, weren't you? That was lovely with your family. That's nice. Right, so that's the base all ready for sticking. I wonder, I should have a nice stapler rubber, but it's not here. It's gone. Just see if the one with the pencil works. Yeah, it does. Maybe think about that before you go writing on things. Oh, that was lovely, Valerie. Yeah, my Scottish family came for dinner on Sunday. Unfortunately, my Australian family is just a bit too far. My son's actually away working just now in Australia, away on a mine site or something, so I didn't get to speak to him over Easter, but I will when he's back. Well, this will have to get some nice paper on it, won't it? Or inks or something. I might find my art rubber somewhere. Look at my tub. I'm looking at my tools tub. Do you want a wee laugh? I was going to make a gift packaging for it some time ago, and it, well, that's my excuse anyway. Eight-year coat. Oh my goodness! I hope it was an old coat and not a new coat. Where's my rubber going? It's not here. Oh well, let's just get on with it, right. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh no, I forgot to, I stopped. I know, it's like my wee stash on my desk here. I forgot I'm still cutting and wedging. She was called Choir. The cow's choir instead of the cat's choir. Jersey cows are gorgeous to look at though, aren't they? Those big eyes. One more. Oh, very church related names. Right. So, yay. So I hope this has been helpful. So I'm just popping a bit of glue on each tab, and again it's just the same as with the pizza box, but remind me to go, oh it won't matter because I can do it. I was going to say I should do the tabs on the lid before I and watch you don't get all covered in the glue if you use wet glue. Hey Anne, in you come. I don't even know if I've said hello to everybody. Did I get hello to you all? I'm going to go back. So who's all here? Valerie, hiya. Bev, hiya. Claire, hi. Joanna, Karen, Tilly, Lynn, and Karen of Corrie Paper Crafts. Who else is not? Anyone else that I've not said hello to? Just... And Anne, she's just come in. Yeah, good morning Australia, or New Zealand, whichever. Oh Anne, you're New Zealand, aren't you? You're in South Island. You showed me some of the gorgeous scenery, didn't you? I do remember. I just sometimes don't think my brain and my mouth are connected. They're just not wired up properly. Right, so there's my base, and where's my card so I can show you. That will fit in there too, so it's got options. And then this is the same thing. Oh no, I was going to do my wee whole thing, wasn't I? So this time I'll use the 3/4 of an inch punch. Now, just no one, see with a box, no one can see both sides at the same time. Honestly, they can't. So if they're not quite lined up, it won't really matter. I'm just eyeballing that. I mean, you can measure it and all sorts if you need to, if it would worry you. So I should really say, Anna should really say kia ora. We've got bits everywhere. Wait, I haven't hoovered. I didn't hoover yesterday. I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. And today I've been on a roll at my desk here, getting a lot of things done. I was looking at the carpet just a wee while ago and thinking, oh gosh, I need to hoover. What's going on here? There's a lot of hair on. I forgot that my daughter's dog was here with them, and she's a golden lab on Sunday, so she's left me some presents on the carpet. So what I usually do is I do glue together the opposite corners. I'm not sure if you taught me to do this, Karen, or if I just came up with this process myself. Not sure. I do the opposite corners and then I put them on the box. I think some people do it one end. Just hold it till it gets a hold, and then just if you hold it on the box, then you know it's going to fit, and it's going to fit nice and snug. And nothing worse than gluing it all together and then find it won't go on. And because you've done your wee thumb holes, so there you go, another box. Now we can decorate. I've not made any real plans, but I did think that I had somewhere, I had them out and then I've moved them because I've got too much out here. I had the artistic dies. What is it? The ones that go with, here they are. Yeah, artistic dies. I wonder, because the card's decorated with white die cuts, I was kind of thinking, that's not the same die cuts. I do have some of them left, the die cuts from the other day, however, they were lying about and I thought, oh, they'll be fine on my desk and I'll use them when I make the box. However, I managed to spill a cup of coffee over them. So it's not quite the white on white effect that we were looking for. However, I still think they will ink up and use for something. So there's what happens if you're looking for the coffee stained effect. So we'll not be decorating with those. Yeah, but I've not used these for ages. Do you know what? Clearing out all the things that are retiring and not having the pre-order yet has actually been good for me, because I find a few toys I haven't played with for ages. So I think that I've got some sticker sheets, so we could cut that out, or we could actually that would be okay on one of the boxes, wouldn't it? So shall I cut one of each of these? Yeah, they are perfect for a vintage card, and I'm not going to waste them, but whoops. Where are my sticker sheets? See, I didn't really plan that. I've got a little bit of the old one, the sticker sheet stuff. And I have got new ones. Yeah, where are they? I'm not showing themselves just now. I'll have to have a hunt, but we'll use up that bit of the old sticker sheet, but you know what I mean anyway. Right, so I need a piece of card that I'm going to get both of these on, and we'll see what we've got. Oh, I think we'll manage to fit them both on there, shouldn't we? just about. So this is an old. Don't know if it'll still work, but the new ones work much the same idea. Come on, off you come. It'll give us enough sticky to make these. Right. I shouldn't have peeled it all off first, should I? Peel a bit at a time, but never mind, let's just go for it. I've got another pack. Oh, you've been really busy. Oh, do you not, Karen? Do you? I'm just looking back on your comment, right? You just fasten them, and because you're so good at measurements, you always get it right. Right, have I got some other scissors? I don't want this sticky on. I just wanted another bit for there. Just cut this down here. Then these old scissors. It's just kitchen scissors, aren't they, from that Scandinavian store. Look at the state of me. Don't do what I do. This is the leftovers of this are going in the bin. With actually stuck to the door right now. But don't worry, it's got plastic paint on it, so it'll be okay. Right, the secret really with that is to peel the sticky back a little bit at a time. I've just remembered that when I've got myself in a muddle, but it'll work just the same. Just taking this off, otherwise it'll stick to my cut and emboss machine. We had good fun because I bought the children both. I got them some chocolate. I didn't get them eggs. I got them a big bag of, I think it was hot cross bun flavoured chocolate or something. And I got them both an emoticons game. One was sporting and one was TV titles. So let's just tidy this up. So we had great fun after dinner guessing all these emoticons, and there was one rather rude one amongst it as well. Well, I thought it was. Right, here's my righty-ho, so we've got this piece of card that's got sticky, and we're going to try and get that die cut and this one cut out to decorate our boxes, just to stick with that white on white theme that's on the card. But you could also go back with the meadow dies and get the butterflies and cut out some butterflies. I might do that actually, but not with sticky. What's the chances that I'll find them quickly? Our meadows dies in a square. Meadow dies. So I'll just cut out some butterflies while I'm on, and then where are there? I'm not sure if they've cut all the way through. I don't think they have. I'm just going to pass that through again. Yeah, could use the retiring butterflies, but they are in the other room. Now I'm just going to pass this through a couple more times, but hold on to it because and make sure they don't jump. It's just because of the sticky layer. Pop them over there and we'll get a couple of butterflies. You made a cup of tea, or did you get one for me? I need a cup of tea. Right, we'll do that. We'll do some butterflies just so that will tie them together. So just using up, you know, the scraps that I This is not a usual live time for me, but I just thought I would just do this. Before I spilled coffee on the card and everything, it ruined everything. Oh, it was because I had my laptop on my desk as well. I was trying to do quite a few jobs all at once. I think that will be enough, just two butterflies on each one, shall we? Oh no, that's bad luck, isn't it, to have just two? Right, we better have three. It's bad luck to have an even number of things on your card. Righty, okay. So it will be simple decorating once you've done the die cutting. I think it will just tie in with what's inside the box. Now I'm just going to pop these on my magnetic tray before I lose them. Right. So let's hope that we can achieve this. Take it out of the die, come on. So I think that this is fine once I take it off the sticky back. Pretty good that, you know, most of the bits have come out. There's just a few bits that need a wee pokey out. Yeah, can somebody pass me a wee cup of tea? I'm on the spicy chai just now. This is usually why I die cut before I live, because sometimes this kind of stuff takes a wee while. Oh. This is very old and it doesn't seem to be as sticky. As the new Stampin' Up one. But it's sticky enough that it's bonding. Right, and then I want my wee brush so that I can do what I did. What did I use? The Orchid Oasis, didn't I? Or was it Fresh Fruit? Orchid Oasis inside. That brush then. I just took a wee brush, didn't I? And I just put a teeny weeny bit. Just go with this one. Yeah, you were telling me about the Earl Grey and vanilla. I've not seen that here. Right, let's just give these butterflies a bit of a... Remember I just introduced that, just a tiny bit of colour on the butterfly, so this will just tie through from the box to the contents. So again, just catching the edges. Yeah, I'm going to use these dies again more because I had forgotten about them. But we've got a whole year with them again, so that's cool. And I'll need to find my proper adhesive sheets. That one is probably, we've just used, probably somewhere about 10 years old. So clearly these boxes are not going in the post. If you were going to put it in the post, you would just put a label on it. And it's big enough to go in the UK post anyway, like that. What the dies, Karen, it's the ones that go with artistically inked. They're called artistic dies. I used artistically ink making a card today for my May's technique class, because May is going to be all about masking for me. And if you stay to the end of the video tonight, I might be able to show you the cards for May's class, but then again, might not be able to, because I don't know where I put them. Oh, I am a nightmare. I won't be able to show you them, everything's in a muddle. I'll put them out to share tomorrow. Right, so this probably needs a ribbon as well. So what have I got? I've still got this white dazzling one, and I think that would just... Oh look, there's a wee bit of that left. I think that's retiring anyway, so... Come on! Got my ribbon thing down, because then I can got it. Got sticky on my hands. Right, put that brush because I'll get something on it. Right, yeah, I've only got a little bit of ribbon left here, but we might as well use it. just tie a ribbon here. I'm not even going to do it in a bow because there's not really, there is enough if you want to fiddle, but let's not fiddle. You can faff about with that and make it do what you need it to do, and then we can just add a wee butterfly. You could use a glue dot or a bit of wet glue. And if you didn't put the lid on your glue and put it upside down, maybe a glue dot would be your friend. You have 5 rolls of it. Oh, Joanna. So there's one box. You could try tie a go if you so wish. Then for another box, if I even knew where the other box was. Here it is. Of course it's not got a card in it, but if it did, let's hope that's going to come off. Right, is this sticky stuff back going to come off? Just simple but elegant, isn't it? And then, well, I don't know where half the, oh, there they are. There they are. Yeah, just the wee hint of colour, I like it too. You can roll your glue dot a bit if you don't want it. Just shape up. You can stick dimensionals in just to stop your butterfly from collapsing, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Oh, yeah, that's good. I don't know why I'm showing off my B&Q card, where that came from. Right, there's a wee lesson for you. Don't try and weak everything off your work surface when your snips are facing inwards, because that was sore. Tidy up a wee bit to get the space so I can clear this off. Yeah, that was a... Yeah, see, look, I've drawn blood. Ow, Mum. Can come and help me anymore. Now let's just take the mucky mess off so you can see it on a nice, because I'm going to need a nice clear background to photograph it anyway. So there were two options for boxes. Now I was looking to see what other ribbon I had. I've lost a butterfly off there already. Where'd it go? Did anyone see it fly? I have the Orchid Oasis Sparkle there. So, but this one doesn't seem to need ribbon, so I'm not going to add it tonight, but you can. Does anyone know where that butterfly went to? Well, there it is. Look, look, look. Obviously wasn't stuck down properly. There we go. Right, so there you go. Two options for our card. So I hope you like them. I hope you've managed to follow along. And is there anyone here wants a quick look at the cards for May? This is not till the end of May. I'm going to be doing a technique class. I'm going to do Zoom sessions for it. Do you want a quick look? I'm going to give you a quick look. So for our, I'll just quickly mention May's masking class. You use your own stamp sets for it. You don't have to use the same as me. But that's our masking technique class in May. So how that's going to work is I will send you out the card and some masking paper, etc., and a PDF. We will have a Zoom session towards the end of May, and we'll do them, but you won't, I mean, I've used a lot of different stamp sets, so the idea is you use your own stamp sets, so it wouldn't need to be exactly, so I would suggest different ones, and you can tell me what you've got and I'll tell you if it will work. So it's not, you don't have to buy particular stamp sets, just use what you've got. I've just used what's on my desk today. So different types of masking. So that class is going to be £20 plus £3.50 postage, and you will be able to work it on your own if you don't want to join the Zoom, but there's going to be a couple of Zoom sessions for it at least. So anyway, that's it may get changed up before that, but that's the idea that I've got for that. And we'll just go back to our boxes. So thanks if you've made it this far in the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please share it out with anyone you think might be interested. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming along and supporting me through that process. I've enjoyed your company. I hope you have enjoyed each other's company too, and we'll see you all on the next video. Take care everyone. I've no idea how to get out of here, so you know, it's the usual rigmarole. If you do want to buy any of the products that you've seen me use today, please visit my shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. Let me see, how do I get out? Look at the hair today. I've got the coo slick today. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming in and sharing with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.